Hey, what is up guys, and welcome to the second episode of my Guns, Tips and Tricks series. Now what we're going to be focusing on today is the SVU-AS sniper rifle, and this is my actual Pick 10 loadout when I use this weapon. The reason why I chose this gameplay is because I get 12 headshots in this game. It's not the fastest of all gameplays, that's why I've got a bit of fast forward in there, but you'll see exactly why I like this gun, and I'll tell you why you should use this gun and what you should use on it. So there's my attachments. Pause the video if you have to see exactly what I'm using, because I'm going to be explaining it once the video actually starts and why I use them. But the reason why this video will be useful is if you're going for your gold camo with this weapon, or if you're going for your diamond camo with this weapon, which I actually just recently got. And when I recorded this actual clip here, I just got the diamond camo, as you can see, but I was not using the diamond camo in the game. But yeah guys, you'll see as the game starts here, instantly I'm using the ballistic CPU. Now that is the only real attachment that I find necessary when using this weapon. You don't have to go and waste 2 attachments on it, or use the primary gunfighter and go for 3. Now there's the first headshot of the game. Because this weapon has got a large magazine, it does kill in 2 shots, not 1, but that doesn't stop your ability to kill somebody fast with it, and it has a high rate of fire. So you don't really need to have extended mags on it, or have you know, something stupid like laser sight, because you're not really going to be firing off the hip at many people. So all you need is your ballistic CPU, and that's going to stop your sway when you're firing on enemies. With your secondary weapon, I will advise that you should always use a pistol when running with a sniper rifle, just so you can switch to that instantly and sort of get the upper hand on an enemy up close, especially if you see them coming first, like this guy. I knew he was there, I knew he was around this area, so I sort of switched to my pistol, kept vigilant, and end up getting him. With this gun, keep in mind that if you want to get your one-shot kills very, very fast, you go to hardcore mode, but then if you're not great at hardcore mode, you're going to take a big hit to your kill-death ratio. I only did it for the last 50 kills, but for the first 200 one-shot kills with this weapon, I was just going for headshots, and I enjoyed this weapon a fair bit. I have 1,111 kills with this weapon, and that's what it took for me to get diamond, or gold and diamond with this weapon. Now, as I'm firing on these enemies, I am aiming for their head, but also, like that guy, he was already damaged, so I get a one-shot kill for him as well, which is always handy when you're sort of using this weapon. Now, when it comes to your score streaks, that's totally up to you. I use a Guardian simply for the fact that I'm trying to do these challenges with it, but also because it does come in handy when you're calling in your care packages, or sort of patrolling one area like I am here. That's just to make sure no one rushes up on me and sort of takes me from the front area, which does happen a fair bit actually on this map. But yeah, your score streaks, I'm not going to tell you what score streaks to use, because that's totally one's preference. When it comes to your attachments, or not attachments, sorry, your perks, however, I'll recommend what I use and what works effectively with the sniper rifle. And I'm just being a little bit silly here with one of my death machines. I actually have 2, and I just seen on the map that these 2 guys are sort of strolling up on me, so I wind the death machine up, get ready to blast them away, and there they are. Anyways, the perks that I use. Now, tier 1, you're going to want to be using 2 perks for tier 1, so you're going to have to sacrifice one of your secondary grenades or something like that, and go for your perk 1 greed. Now, you're going to be using hardline. That's so you can get your score streaks a little bit quicker, because you always want to have UAVs up in the air when you're sniping, so you know where they're coming from, and you can get those long range kills and also those short range kills with your pistol if they sort of rush up on you. And Ghost, so that you stay off their UAV and you stay as inconspicuous as possible while you're playing on the map. The The second tier perk that you're going to want to be using is toughness. That's just so you can have your more steadier shots, especially when you're getting shot. When the enemy fires on you, when you're using a sniper rifle, your reticle moves around a hell of a lot. Now I get a nice little triple sort of kill here with the triple headshots, or 3 consecutive headshot kills. Probably more, I didn't actually count how many were consecutive. But that's just from being patient with the weapon and just aiming nice, and also using your ballistic CPU. The third tier perk that I use is dexterity. Now when you're sort of running around and sprinting from one side to other and sprinting around, you want to be pulling your weapon up as fast as possible, and dexterity sort of helps you there. There's a lot of other good perks that you can use, but because you're sniping, you sort of want to have the upper hand, especially on someone up close who has a really powerful submachine gun or something like that, where they're going to fire off the hip and just take you out instantly. Any sort of quick maneuvering abilities that you can sort of take on hand when sniping always helps you get higher kills or higher kill counts. When I use this weapon, I always want to go for like the Claymore approach, or Bouncing Betty. Claymore is what I've been using lately, just because I find that they're a little bit more powerful and they're a little bit more reliable. With Betties, they can sort of run around or duck. You can't really do that with a Claymore, so I'd go for the Claymore, and I use the concussion grenade when I use the sniper rifle, and that's so that I can have a little bit more chance of getting those one-shot kills and get headshotted from close range, mate. But yeah, those one-shot kills, you sort of want to just try and aim for those as much as possible. You know, any person you can find, try and get a shot on them and get that first, or even get that second shot on them, and always try and aim for the head. You know, surprisingly with this weapon, I get a lot of headshots just from flukishly aiming for the head, you know, while they're running, and it always works. Anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, just don't forget to leave me a like and favourite, and subscribe to Royal Gaming Vids for more videos. I've got a few more videos on the way this week. I told you last time in my last video that I've sort of had a little bit of trouble with the theatre, so a few more videos on their way, guys. Cheers guys, thanks.